All right. Hey, music lovers, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast. I'm your host, Byron Duffin. I am here with my new friend, Mr. Keven Thomas.
What's up, guys?
Hey, welcome, man.
Yeah, man, always a good time to get to experience a new state and get to travel and get to do what you love, man.
Well, yeah, it doesn't get any better than this because you're from
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Where at in Kentucky?
Lake Cumberland area, Somerset, Monticello.
Okay. So how far is that from, and like the center of the state, like Lexington, Louisville?
South Central, more inning to the east on the Tennessee line.
Okay. Oh, we're on the Tennessee line.
Probably more over. If you got 50-50 down the straight line, we're probably more on the 40% side of the east.
Okay. Born and raised.
Right. Yeah, I was born in Muhlenberg County, Kentucky, which is over in like western part of Kentucky, but raised in Monticello. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about your music deal. How'd you get here musically?
I've been playing music full time for 3 years. Really didn't get anything really going for me until this year. Really, I blew up on social media, and it really ramped my, I guess I call it supply and demand.
Sure.
It ramped my demand up. A lot of people was wanting me, and it's definitely helped out with, getting seen. But that's kind of where it started, man. Just, behind the scenes stuff, really working hard and posting on social media every day and just letting people, using that free advertisement.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you build that following, and as people, your music starts to speak to people, and they share it, and it just grows, and
very much so.
It happens kind of overnight.
Yeah,
for a lot of guys. like for Baker Blankenship, who was the headliner last night.
Yeah. Me and Baker's good buddies. He's from Livingston, Tennessee, not maybe an hour from me. So So I know Baker really well, and I kind of done the same as Baker, just not on as big yet. Mine's a gradual climb. In the last 4 months, in the last 4 months, I've gained 200,000 followers.
200,000 in 4 months.
In 4 months, I've got 12 songs out in 4 months. Now, I signed a record deal with Joe. Joe is label mates. Joe Jordan is label mates with me.
Okay.
So we're label mates, and so I signed a record deal and everything, and I'm touring full time, and just playing all over the country, and yeah, man, just making it happen, dude.
Yeah.
So, but social media, 200,000 followers in 4 months. Well, that's a lot. That's big. It just ain't where I want to be yet.
No. Yeah,
but it's growing.
That's nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, that's
for sure. We released our first song about 4 months ago, and I just hit 1 million streams. So on Spotify alone. So.
That is awesome. Congratulations. That's so cool. So let me ask you. So who really influenced your music?
That's super easy. Well, I got Waylon Jennings on the back of my hand.
Yeah,
so that was a big one. Merle Haggard, obviously, all the Outlaws from the 70s, 60s, 70s, Billy Joe Shaver, Johnny Paycheck, Willie Nelson. I mean, you name it, they influenced me some way, somehow, because that's who I listen to. But, speaking on influences, man, I like to talk about my modern day influences that are still doing what I deem country music and outlaw country music and still doing it really well. And keeping that tradition alive. And, Channing Wilson is a good buddy of mine that still does that. I've got just a whole slew of people that, do that. Joe Jordan, he's not necessarily traditional country, but Joe is probably one of the best songwriters I've ever had the privilege to sit in a room with. So,
if his stuff's anything like the one he just sang to me, it brought me to tears.
Joe is man, there's only one person that comes to mind when I hear Joe Jordan. That's Bob Dylan.
Really?
Joe Jordan is a better version of Bob Dylan. And I'll stand on that until the day I die. for the simple fact that Joe has a better voice. Bob was never
Bob's
really
voice was never
really a singer,
no.
but Joe Jordan's a singer. But Jordan brings feeling and emotion to every song he sings, and the words he writes is from his own experiences,
right?
And it's not necessarily fitting the sound of what Nashville deems playable on the radio. And to me, that's what outlaw is. Outlaw is doing things your way on your own accord.
But that being said, that Nashville deal can change overnight.
It can, and it is. You know, I get calls every day, you know, from Nashville, you know, and I'm farthest from Nashville there ever is. And I don't write a song to get it put on the radio. I write a song because it's the way I feel, it's something I've seen, you know, it's something somebody said to me that I heard that really stuck with me, you know. That's kind of where I am, you know, from experiences, and that's kind of where I write from. And I think that's where all writers write from, I guess, on their own accord.
Sure. Now, are you you like writing yourself, or do you like collaborating, or do you do much?
I co-write more than I do myself anymore.
Okay.
Mainly just because I don't have time to really sit down and write like I used to.
Sure.
And I tell people all the time, I don't really deem myself as a writer per se. I deem myself more as like an entertainer kind of thing. Kind of like, my passion isn't writing music. My passion isn't singing the songs on stage. My passion is the people. My passion is to get to go out into the crowd and shake a man's hand.
Yeah.
You know, that says, hey man, I love your music. Or hey, you know, I've had grown ass men sit on my shoulder and cry. And that'll make any damn man cry, because that comes from a place of being vulnerable.
Oh,
and then in this day and age, a lot of men ain't vulnerable.
No.
And then to have, you know, biker guys, man, tattoos all over them. You look at them and you think they're the baddest dude in the world, right? And they come up and they're crying because of one of my songs made them feel something. You know, that in itself is my passion, is knowing that I affected somebody in a positive way. That's my passion. Well, that's what I deem for.
That's a good passion to have.
I sing the songs. I love music, don't get me wrong. And I write because I got to write. I sing the songs because I love to sing.
Sure.
And love to do it. But my passion is the people. And that's the God honest truth.
Sure. Well, let me ask you this. Did that passion, is that your passion, Keven, or is it, I mean, was that kind of instilled in you by your parents at all? I mean, your parents musical?
So my dad's side of family, we've got a few people that, you know, have found some success in music. We have Kevin Denny. Don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a big songwriter in Nashville. He's wrote songs like for Craig Morgan, Tracy Bird.
Oh yeah.
Just wrote a song called "Beer for Breakfast" by Zach Top.
Okay. Love Zach Top.
So he's still writing for a lot of artists nowadays, more traditional country stuff. He's my second cousin.
Okay.
Not talked to him in a long time, but and then we have a gospel group called the Catrins. They tour with a group called the Gaithers. Oh, they're big gospel. Yeah. And they're my kinfolk as well, you know, so it's I have music in my family for sure. The ability you know, is there. But really, when it comes to passion for people and being personal, that's just who I am, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mom, nobody in my family is really that way. Like, Joe tells me all the time, he's like, I envy you, dude. He's like, because you're able to just go not nobody, and before you know it, everybody knows you.
Yeah.
And you know, not necessarily music. Kind of a funny story. I'll tell you a little funny story. Last night we flew into Sun Valley.
Right.
Me and Joe did. Well, the headliner tonight's Josh Malloy. He flew in on the same plane with us.
Yeah.
We was walking out of the airport because we had a chauffeur come, and they had that big Sprinter van. You know, they picked us all up, and Josh Malloy turned around and looked at me. And I didn't know it was Josh Malloy. And then he goes, "What'd you think about that plane ride?" You know, and I was like, well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. He said, I was like, I didn't have to shit when I got in the plane, but I had to now because the turbulence was so bad.
They said it was pretty rough.
It was so rough. But I seen that dude and he turned around and looked at me and I looked at Joe and I said, that looks like Josh Malloy, bro. And his guitar player was standing next to, he said, yeah, that is Josh Malloy. I'm his guitar player. And I said, you're kidding me. So I got to share a chauffeur with Josh Malloy. And
there you go.
And I sat right behind him. And before we got to our hotel, it was like me and him was best friends, you know? And Joe was just like, I don't know how you do it. Like, you just go into a room. And I said, watch, Joe, I'll have us on a tour bus before the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who these tour buses are, but we'll be on them tonight. Guaranteed, it's just how it works. I mean, my girlfriend always she'd be like, she asked me one time, she said, we was going to watch, I can't remember the concert. I've been to so many, but we went to a concert and she's like, you want to buy it? Because it's one of my favorite artists. She's like, you want to buy the VIP? And I said, no. She's like, why? And I was like, we'll end up backstage anyways. Not knowing nobody, but I'll still end up back there, you know, some way, somehow. And that's just how it usually ends up. And so, yeah, it's just, you know, put myself in a room with great people.
Yeah.
And be myself. And they just attach to me. And I don't, you know, and it's a great trait to have because it's a trait that a lot of artists don't have that you can't buy.
No, you can't buy.
You can buy talent. You can't buy.
You can't buy personality.
You can't buy actual genuine personality.
Or a love of people, because that takes a lot. Listen, I'm with you. I can stand out here on this main stage today and talk to everybody here. Wouldn't bother me a minute. But you put that guitar in my hand in front of you or anybody else and ask me to play a song, I can do it, but it is really intimidating to me. Now, I've only played the guitar for like 2 years, but I had somebody yesterday who I'm trying to remember who it was that interviewed here yesterday. It was Luke Hofstetter. No, that wasn't Luke Hofstetter. Anyway, the last kid we interviewed, I asked him, and I'll ask you this question: if you could pick any song that you wish you'd have written, what would it be?
This episode of Musical Miles Podcast is sponsored by Stetson, a true symbol of Western heritage and American craftsmanship. For generations, Stetson has stood for quality, style, and authenticity. Stetson, built for those who live the music and the lifestyle.
I wish I had wrote.
Yeah.
Song called More Than 1 Year at a Time.
Okay.
Who
wrote it?
A buddy of mine by the name of Eric Lee Bedingfield and Randy Barber.
Okay.
They wrote that song. There's been a few artists that's cut that song. Eric obviously cut it himself.
Sure.
Creed Fisher cut that song. And a guy by the name of Jacob Bryant cut that song. And they've been wanting me to cut that song. So, More Than 1 Year at a Time would probably be
a song you wish you'd have written.
Yeah.
He told me the first song he picked, he had two. The first one I didn't know. The second one was Diamonds and Gasoline by Turnpike.
Okay.
And you know what? And he said, well, you know what? You asked me about that song, and he said, so that's the song he played me. And I love that song. And I actually sang it with him, and I don't do that.
That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just there's so much good music out there, dude, and so many artists that I ain't seen. It's just.
Who would you like to work with, dead or alive? Waylon, for one, I'm sure.
He would be not my number one, though.
He wouldn't?
He wouldn't. Dead or alive. Thank you. Well, my favorite singer-songwriter of all time is Merle Haggard.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it would work because I'm so much different to an extent, but probably Merle Haggard. I mean, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. Probably Merle Haggard.
Well, it's one of those that you have to think about, right? Because if you just pop one off, you went, oh, wait a minute. No, this guy, I'd rather work with this guy. Because it's something in the music world, right? There's been so many great songwriters, singer-songwriters that are not with us anymore that I think were very, very talented. And I got to see Christofferson play live, but I never got to meet him or didn't get to interview him or anything,
Yeah.
I think Christofferson is a great songwriter.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
And probably would have been a great one to have worked with. So
very much so. I mean, all those guys would have.
Yeah.
Waylon, Johnny, Willie, Billy Joe Shaver was one of those guys that never got the recognition.
That would have been an interesting conversation, just to have had a conversation with Billy Joe Shaver. So,
dude, Johnny Paycheck's probably one of those ones. I just liked a lot of what he stood for, man.
Sure.
He wasn't scared to be himself, and if you didn't like it, go kiss ass,
Yeah.
And that's my mindset too. Like I love people, but I'm also to the point where I also know, like, I'm going to do what I do, and it's either going to bring me, it may not ever bring me fame, and that's okay.
But you
really
didn't
don't
do
care.
this to be famous, did you?
No, for sure. I mean, well, number one, I do it because I love it.
Yeah.
Number two, man, this is one of those careers where, it's super hard and you have your bad days, but damn, man, when you're standing on the mountain, ain't nothing like it.
No, for sure.
When you're at the top, man, it's just, you got that high. I mean, there just ain't nothing like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe it. Well, listen, while we don't have some background noise, I'm going to ask you to grab this guitar.
Yeah.
Play me a song, set it up, something. If you play whatever you want. If you want to play, you need a pick?
I got something.
You got some?
I shoot in this pocket. Oh.
And there's a capo on there if you need one. Perfect. I love it. I collect picks and I try and give a few out. I need to get some more made with the podcast on it. Tell me about this. What is it?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I'm thinking. I played this song 3 times a day. Might as well play another.
Okay.
You know what tuning this is in?
I don't have any idea. Everybody. Well, Joe played it last, so.
That'd be standard.
Standard.
Oh, why are you here? I'm going to talk about. I need to add one song.
Good enough. I wrote this song, I'd say probably 3 years ago, give or take. I wrote this song when I first started playing music, I quit cold turkey. My job, I was working for the federal government, making really good money, had a great retirement. And I decided that I was going to live for myself for once in my life. And so I quit, told them 2 weeks notice, and they asked me what I was going to do, because I'd been there forever. And I said, play country music for a living. And they laughed at me and they giggled. And they said, have you ever played a show? I said, hell no, but I'm going to. I'm going to make it happen. And so I quit my job, and as soon as that, after, I only knew 3 songs probably, and one of them I wrote. And so I sat down after I quit my job and said, I got to make this happen or I'm going to be living under a bridge. So that's exactly what I did. I made it happen, and I learned 40 songs, started gigging out. That was 3 years ago, and now I'm playing country music for a living.
Good for you.
So, but I wrote this song about it. This song's called 3 Chords of the Truth, and I say it's a song about hard times for people going through hard times. It's in this standard thing. Need $200 to pay my rent. My car payment's already spent. I need to get to work, but my gas hand says I won't. Need new strings on this guitar. My next gig's down at Ernie's bar. I don't make much, but I drink all I want. Oh, I'm just a good old boy singing good old songs about how his daddy taught him right from wrong. I write about what I want, not what I don't. 'Cause 3 chords and the truth, oh, it's all I know. It's all I know. Well, these pretty boys born with a silver spoon, talking like they hung the moon. They say they know about being poor, but they don't. I sold my J45 to pay my rent. My spirits wasn't broke, but they damn sure was bent. Then God introduced me to this old breed love. Oh, I'm just a good old boy singing good old songs about how his daddy taught him right from wrong. I write about what I want, not what I don't. 'Cause 3 chords and the truth, oh, it's all I know. Oh, it's all I know. Well, I'm just a good old boy singing good old songs about how his daddy taught him right from wrong. Write about what I want, not what I don't. 'Cause 3 chords and the truth, it's all I know. Oh, it's all I know. It's all I know.
That's all you need to know, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Give me.
I sang out a key higher than I normally do, so.
That's okay. Give an
Yeah,
autograph on that guitar for me, if you will.
of course.
Thank you so much for taking time to sit down
Of course,
with us.
dude. Where's Joe Jordan? I want to scribble over it. There it is, brother.
There you go. Well, we got some legendary songwriters on there. You just added your name to them.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know who Paul Overstreet is?
Yeah.
Right there. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Gotta mention my new EP is dropping September 16th. It'll have my newest single, Outlaw Shit, on there. It'll have a few new songs. Don't Tread on Me, one of them. Hang Me in the Morning is another song that'll be on that EP. So yeah, September 16th it'll be dropping. So make sure y'all tune in.
Tell them, how do they find your music though?
Keven Thomas on everything. I have a website, KevenThomasOfficial.com.
Okay.
You can go there. Yeah, basically pretty much Keven Thomas on any social media platform.
Perfect.
You can find me.
Well, we'll make sure we'll give you a follow, and then we'll make the connection, because when we post this, we'll make sure we tag all your social media in there in the liner notes. We'll tag your website. We'll tag everything so that people know how to find you, and share this music with everybody out there. That's a great song.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, 3 chords and the truth. Who said it first? Do you remember?
Yeah, Howard.
Harlan.
Harlan Howard. Yeah.
Harlan Howard.
I want to say What is it?
It's Harlan Howard.
I wanted to say
one of the greatest
Howard
songwriters.
Harlan is what I about said, but yeah,
one
Harlan
of the greatest
Howard.
songwriters ever.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly who said that first.
Yeah.
I about got it. I knew it. It just blew.
Well, listen, just keep working on it, because someday you're going to be old like me and can't remember anything. So I forget
can't now,
shit every
anyways.
time.
Apparently.
So, but hey, listen, thank you so much again for joining us.
Of course, man.
We appreciate you and Joe, and appreciate you guys. We will give you a follow and start sharing your music, and we'll see you somewhere down the road.
Awesome.
Adios for now.